Hello guys, I hope you are all doing well. Today our topic is neurotransmitters. Without wasting any time, let's get started with the definition of neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitter is a chemical substance that acts as a mediator for the transmission of nerve impulse from one neuron to another neuron through a synapse. We have already discussed about the synapse in the last video. Link is in the description. Go check it out. Criteria for neurotransmitter. To consider a substance as a neurotransmitter, it should fulfill certain criteria as given below. First, it must be found in a neuron. Second, it must be produced by a neuron. Third, it must be released by a neuron. Fourth, after release, it must act on a target area and produce some biological effect. Fifth, after the action, it must be inactivated. Classification of neurotransmitters. First, depending upon chemical nature, and second, depending upon function. Depending upon chemical nature, neurotransmitters are classified into three groups. Amino acids. Neurotransmitters of this group are involved in fast synaptic transmission and are inhibitory and excitatory in action. GABA, glycine, glutamate, and aspartate belong to this group. Amines. Amines are the modified amino acids. These neurotransmitters involve in slow synaptic transmission. These neurotransmitters are also inhibitory and excitatory in action. Noradrenaline, adrenaline, dopamine, serotonin, and histamine belong to this group. Others? Some neurotransmitters do not fit into any of these categories. One such substance is acetylcholine. It is formed from the choline and acetyl coenzyme A in the presence of the enzyme called choline acetyltransferase. Another substance included in this category is the soluble gas nitric oxide. Depending upon the function, neurotransmitters are classified into two groups: excitatory neurotransmitters and inhibitory neurotransmitters. Excitatory neurotransmitter is a chemical substance which is responsible for the conduction of impulse from presynaptic neuron to postsynaptic neuron. Common excitatory neurotransmitters are acetylcholine and noradrenaline. Inhibitory neurotransmitter is a chemical substance which inhibits the conduction of impulse from the presynaptic neuron to the postsynaptic neuron. Common inhibitory neurotransmitters are gamma-aminobutyric acid and dopamine. Transport and release of neurotransmitter. Neurotransmitter is produced in the cell body of the neuron and is transported through axon. At the axon terminal, the neurotransmitter is stored in small packets called vesicles. Under the influence of a stimulus, these vesicles open and release the neurotransmitter into synaptic cleft. It binds to specific receptors on the surface of the postsynaptic cell. Receptors are G proteins, protein kinase, or ligand-gated receptors. Inactivation of neurotransmitter. After the execution of the action, neurotransmitter is inactivated by four different mechanisms. Number 1. It diffuses out of synaptic cleft to the area where it has no action. Number 2. It is destroyed or disintegrated by specific enzymes. Number 3. It is engulfed and removed by astrocytes. Number 4. It is removed by means of reuptake into the axon terminal. That's all you need to know about neurotransmitters.